Hello folks and welcome to 4 Season Backpacking. Please subscribe for the latest outdoor adventure videos.
Morning guys, it was quite a wet, windy night, and now I'm going to have this morning some pasta bolognese and a coffee. Sorry, my mask has gone over my mouth, my ski mask. What I was trying to say is my ski mask has gone over my mouth. It was a warm night though. Anyway, I'm going to get this pasta bolognese by something to eat, cooked, and a coffee, and I'll get back to you. So I've also got some Taylor's Coffee Roast 6. That's a really strong coffee this morning, and I've got some raw honey to put in my coffee. Well, I've got the water on the boil, but the windbreak's broke, so I don't know how long that's going to take to cook it. Luckily, I did bring 2 gas cannons with me, so that probably actually will all be used up on a week's hike, because the time of year and the wind and the cold may not even be enough. So my windshield kept blowing away, so I put these pegs either side of the windshield. I don't know if you can see that there, so it doesn't blow away. The reason why it's blowing away is because it's broken half. So guys, this is where I camped last night on the Cumbria Way. This is the actual path, the Cumbria Way path as well. And you carry on going down there, it's towards Ulverston. And I've got to carry on up this way, over this wall here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do much audio recording because of the wind. Okay guys, this is where I was camped last night. No trace left, as you can see. All rubbish and everything picked up. Okay, so I've got my waterproofs on at the moment. There's a bit of drizzle, a bit of a breeze, not too much wind at the moment. The wind is supposed to be dying down later. The wind is much worse higher up. Hopefully it stays this way. Well, there's slippy steps, they are getting over these walls. There's loads of these to get off in the first bit, by the way. So Ulverston's right down there, and what looks like a lighthouse, but I believe it's some kind of folly or monument down facing the estuary. You probably can't see the estuary because I'm using the GoPro, but it's quite far away, so it looks like a little bit of a road walk down here. It is really beautiful around here actually, as all the Lake District is really. I've done massive amounts of the Lake District, but I don't think I've never done this part of the Cumbria Way. I've done parts of the Cumbria Way, I keep getting mixed up. The Cumbria Way I'm doing in the Lake District, not the Cumbria Way. Well, yeah, by the way, this year, 2020, seems to be the year of the 3 C's. I did the Cotswold Way, the Cumbria Way, now I'm doing the Cumbria Way. It is absolutely stunning around here. I think the weather is supposed to be better today. I'm going to get a break in the rain today. There's even supposed to be some sunshine later on. The arrow marks the spot, and perhaps one of the best Cumbria Way signs I've seen so far. So for this part of the route, I've got a slightly further down path on the map, but apparently there's a sign saying this is the Cumbria Way as well, crudely put. The other one goes through a farm, so I'm wondering whether the landowners preferred you to walk along this way rather than the path down there, rather than going through the farm. But I guess the view's better up here. Looks a bit muddy though, so I've got to go through this sludge. Glad I'm wearing boots and gaiters. Don't know how deep it is. Usually these gate areas suffer really badly on farms. I'm guessing from the amount of the hooves from the cows just churn up the mud, make it like a quagmire to walk through. I presume I'm going the right way. I mean, I can't see any signs. Glad I'm getting a view. It was supposed to be misty this morning, but it's quite clear. You can tell the weather's clearing up. That's so cool. Locales. Well, the markings for this part of the route, there are none. I haven't seen any. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I'm going in the right direction, but I don't know if this is the route, the actual path. And I've only seen one sign pointing in this direction. I can't see any exit, so I'm going down this way. Just hope I'm going the right way. It makes no sense whatsoever. The route, this part of the route. Well, I'm on track again. The first sign I've seen. I've got to go over this way apparently. Well, I crossed it without getting my feet wet. One of the many farms in the Lake District. Some of these the last gate I just went through, well, I had to climb over. Obviously, I get the feeling some people don't like you going through their land, even though there's a right of way going through here. The gate wasn't, well, it's impossible to open, so I had to climb over. And there was no proper signage back there. Oh, I'm going the wrong way again because of the signage. I can see something down there now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not the greatest fan of walking through farms, just because of the general state of them. The gates are usually knee deep in mud. It's not been so bad along here actually. I mean, they're beautiful buildings out in the countryside here, but I just don't like walking through farms. There's so many gates and you've got to get over these dry stone walls with the big backpack on slippy stones. Not so easy. So I'm looking forward to getting past all this into the Lake District proper. Hey, Cumbria Way sign. On the road again. This is part of the Cumbria Way, this little bit coming down here. And it says road closed for investigation works. Oh, 2nd of November. So now I'm heading to a church called St John's Church. I don't know if you can pick it up on the GoPro footage here. What a nice location for a church. It's beautiful. I don't know how old the church is. It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning location for the church. I'm not going to be going in there. Well, I was just speaking to the guy in the I saw at the church, like looking at us while I was filming. Turns out that he's pretty much done up the cemetery there. It was all overgrown, covered in brambles, and it's all been cut back, it's all been done up. The church is still used. I think 30 people, he said, use it still, and it's a very traditional church, like old school, sort of Christian, I guess. Of course it's Christian. I don't know what sort of type of Christian. I can't remember what he said now, but yeah, it's very traditional. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see actually. I like seeing all different kind of cultures, including cultures from Britain, Germanic cultures, all kinds of cultures. But yeah, I like the cultures from here and abroad. I don't know what the fuck I'm on about, man. What I was trying to say is, yeah, I like obviously the history of this country, our cultures from here, all the other cultures, and I know knowledge is power. I just like learning about my culture and other people's cultures. It's interesting, the history and what it's all about. And you can, like on a hike, you can get to see that, especially in Britain. Yeah, it's interesting. Of course, yeah, I love the old school church. Would be quite interesting to see how that goes, like in a sort of what happens there. I'd never ever gone to church. Like I was christened, but I've never ever gone to church like on a, you know, like was it on a Sunday? I just never been a church goer. So I almost tried to cross that, but apparently this is a Cumbrian Way. Luckily I took a second read of this sign. I thought it was just a dog sign. It says Cumbrian Way on it as well. Oh wait there, is this the Cumbrian Way? I presume it is. It says Cumbrian Way on there. That's a nice bench. Now I wonder where this guy got his second name from, eh? Someone in his family must have been a miller. Thanks for the bridge, guys. Well, apart from seeing someone trail running this morning, I've not seen a hiker just till now. I saw my first hiker. It was a woman with a backpack, so I presume she's hiking the whole of the Cumbria Way. Did say hello, but I don't think she was in a talkative mood, so I think she might have been listening to some music, so yeah, I just presumed she was walking the Cumbria Way. But that's cool. So she was walking in the opposite direction to me, so it's good to see other hikers about in this well, the weather's got better now, isn't it? So she must have gone through some pretty bad weather yesterday up in the hills, so I'm not sure how long I've got to go till I get to some more moorland. I'm thinking about camping at a tarn tonight. I probably should walk further than that, but realistically it's the best place to camp for tonight really. I don't want to go too fast because I booked 2 camping pods in Great Langdale campsite, and if I keep going I'm going to be there too early, way too early, so I've got to time it just right. Well guys, I stopped for a rest and I took my waterproof jacket off because it's not raining now. It's my brand new one, you know, I was telling you about. Really good in the heavy rain yesterday. No rain got through, my top remained dry. This is my top, still dry now. I've only took it off now. It's good for wind protection as well, but it's not too windy at the moment. But the only thing is, I keep going over these dry walls and I don't want to rip my jacket. I've only just got it, and you tend to graze your waterproof bottoms and jackets on these sharp stones, which yeah, I don't really like doing, because yeah, like even though the jacket I got is hard wearing compared to some, it's a Gore-Tex one, it's still only so much you can take. So yeah, I try and avoid that, getting over sharp walls or going through thistles and stuff like that. I actually saw someone wearing a down jacket in the heavy rain yesterday. I mean, this is I've actually got a decent down jacket. I didn't bring it with me because I knew, yeah, this time of year it's not going to be cold enough for it normally, and it's going to be wet, most likely to be wet. Any time I really need the down jacket, maybe in January to early March is the coldest time of the year. Tell you what guys, I'm really glad I've not bought a new lightweight bag for hiking, that is. I've got one for trail running and short hikes, but for long hikes this is the best. I mean, it's so hard wearing. I've used the Quantum detour, I don't know, I can't remember how you pronounce it, you know. That's the name, and it's a Quantum, and it's 70+10 volume in size. And I've took this on the length of the Tirora Trail in New Zealand, but actually longer than that. I did the length in New Zealand, I did it a lot longer in that trail, and I've done twice the length of Britain with this bag, not this very one, but this same bag. I've gone through 3 of them, but I've done probably, I don't know, I've done at least 30 long distance hikes, probably more than that. And plus then I've done all the running and just daily, I walk daily and run every other day, then walk another day, then do long distance hikes. I mean, there's not a day when I'm resting. yeah, I'm more than qualified to say that this bag is built like a tank and it will last you. I recommend it for long distance hikes just because it's a really big bag. It's tough wearing, so if you're going through brambles, through these dry stone walls, anything sharp, this is the bag to have. It's absolutely built like a tank, the material on it. And even the waterproof bag it comes with, that is so thick. The bag itself is pretty heavy, but it is bomb proof, this waterproof bag. Highly recommend this if you want a bag that's going to last for long distance trails. Don't expect it to be light, though it isn't, but if you buy, like, in my opinion, like, I've had lightweight bags before, and after about 2 long distance hikes they start getting holes in. By the way, I don't think a lightweight bag is going to fall apart after a couple of long distance hikes. Maybe after an ultra long distance hike like the when I did, you know, twice the length of Britain, when you're doing a really long hike like that. But it should be alright for doing small long distance hikes of like 100 miles and not going to fall apart, a lightweight bag. But yeah, like I said, the bag I got though is going to last you a lot longer. It's going to wear a lot better. It can handle weight a lot better as well, so if you're carrying a lot of stuff like I am at the moment for winter, because I carry camera gear as well. Well, it's not winter at the moment, but I've got winter gear with me because I can't afford in between gear. I can either afford summer gear, winter gear. I can't afford any other season gear, and I don't want a house cluttered full of camping gear, to be honest. I want to keep it simple. Well, I'm glad I kept the gaiters on. Some old ruins there. That looks like a reinforced boarder's house. Oh, that's a pretty impressive structure. Well, I had a look on the map on my phone. Now it's not raining, and I've still got a long way to go until I get to the off the farm bits. And I've still not even got to the Lake District border. This isn't the Lake District proper. I'm in Cumbria, but I haven't actually reached the official Lake District border yet. Now it's clearing up a bit. I can see mountains in the distance of the Lake District proper. Ah, it's beautiful. Very beautiful. It makes all the difference when it's not raining and I'm not wearing my waterproof top. See, like, much more relaxing. Even though I do like that waterproof top, it's really good, but obviously hiking wise it's much more nice without the rain. But the rain does make the, as I said, rivers and waterfalls look really impressive. Of course, it's a nice time of year with the changing colours of the leaves to be filming and taking photos at the moment. So I hope, actually there are some forested wooded areas I'm going to be walking through, so that's really cool. The sun's coming out now, which is nice. Okay guys, right there. On the map, this is the right way, right? On here, but there's a gate that's locked electronically and it's got like a voice thing. There's nothing there. Where the hell do I go? Okay guys, there was a rather obscure path coming off that track, and it looks like I've got to go around the property through this mud. Looks like the route's been changed at some point. Seems to be happening a lot lately. There's a stream crossing here. Oh, steep mud. Oh, glad my boots are still waterproof. Much more stunning now. Won't be long before I reach the border of the Lake District. It's not far now. I'll be glad of these, getting past these farm bits. Right, another stile to get over with my bag. Well guys, we're coming to the border of the Lake District, heading into it. on the Cumbria Way. I've got the name right for a change. I think I've been saying Cumbria Way too often. Get muddled up with the two. So this house here is not in the Lake District National Park, but that house over there is, because this road I'm coming up to now is the Lake District National Park border. So this road here on the Cumbria, where I've got to cross now, is actually the border of the Lake District. Now I'm crossing into the Lake District National Park, folks. So just on the side of the Lake District National Park border is this phone box. Looks like it's still in use. No cash, no problem. Is it still working? Let's have a look. Nah, doesn't work. Phone's still in there though. Really beautiful along here actually, and as I said, I've only seen one trail runner and one other backpacker probably doing this as well, but walking the opposite direction. Well, even though I'm walking on a road, it's a very small road. I haven't seen any cars coming along here. Doesn't look like it get any cars coming along here, and the views from it are it's just stunning. I reckon this will be a nice walk to do in the snow. Just had a quad bike go past, I think, the farmer or something. That view is just stunning, man. It's a bit dark at the moment. Another new sign on the Cumbria Way. Kendall Ground. That's not Kendall, the Kendall. So it's on the way down now. It's so beautiful along here. There's actually a paved track up here. It looks like it actually may have been a road at one point. It's got a bit overgrown now though, but yeah, this could have been a road. It's not now though. Okay, I presume I'm going the right way. You can see an arrow down there, but this looks like the easier way to cross. All the autumn colours looking really lovely. I love these little back roads in the Lake District. They're so beautiful. This is actually part of the Cumbria Way still, along here. Got a fantastic view of the mountains in the distance. There's a deer fence here. Check that view out, folks. Absolutely stunning. God, just come up the Lake District all the time, you know. At least once a month I used to come to the Lake District. So I've been here a lot. You know, for a good few years I used to do that. So I've been to the Lake District a hell of a lot. So I overdid it and got pretty fed up with it, to be honest. But it's been years since I've done that, and now I'm seeing why I actually did come up here a lot. It's just so beautiful, especially this time of year. Look at that. It's absolutely stunning. This is a nice, easy hike, I'd say. Well, it is for me anyway. It's not a hard hike. Probably I could do it in winter. I'd say fairly easy. But it is absolutely stunning. It's just a nice walk. I think I've got to go down this way. Tell you what, this is what hiking's all about, moments like this. Absolutely stunning, man. Must be seriously hard being a farmer up here, especially in the by winter. Even though, yeah, our winters are getting warmer due to the magnetic shift of the magnetic North Pole and the wobble of the Earth's position, getting closer to the equator by 50 metres every year. So yeah, in general we're heading for warmer summers and warmer winters. But of course the magnetic pole affects that every year, so you can still get cold, warm, really strange winters, really strange summers because of the changing patterns in the magnetic. Yeah, so I've been fascinated with the climate for years, and of course it's a big topic. And yeah, I've learned that the core of the Earth, it's like it causes the magnetism around the Earth, the iron core, and as it changes the magnetic field, the strength of the magnetic field, and because that's changing, ever changing. It's moving, I believe, away from the North Pole. It already moved away from the North Pole. So as the magnetic field gets weaker over the North Pole or the South Pole or anywhere, then obviously it's going to those areas are going to warm up. And if those areas have got a weak magnetic field, then obviously the ice is going to melt. And as that magnetic field moves, and the more stronger parts of the magnetic field cover other areas, the weather systems are going to change, ice caps are going to melt. It really affects the climate, the Earth's magnetic field, and it changes all the time. And of course, like I said, the Earth's wobble, the precession it's called, it lasts 26,000 years, and at the moment we're heading towards the equator for the next 10,000 years, and then it's going to start wobbling back. The precession's going to start tilting back towards the north, so then that's when obviously we're heading for another ice age. But then that could the magnetic field affects the weather as well. Like, the weather system is so complicated. It's not just that, there's other things as well. There's even the Earth wobbles on its axis. They've only just found that out. I think it's like a newish thing. So there's like 3 North Poles. You've got the geographic North Pole, you've got the magnetic North Pole, and you've got the North Pole where the Earth revolves on its axis, which actually itself has a slight wobble, which they found out, which to a certain degree probably would affect the weather. But there's other things that affect the weather as well. Of course, there's like the solar wind, the solar storms, you've got cosmic radiation, you've got volcanoes on Earth, there's all kinds of things that affect the climate, and whatever you do, the climate's always going to change. It's going to get warmer, it's going to get colder. It's a forever ongoing process with the Earth. Oh, it's getting much more nicer now. Getting to those moors, hills. Getting to my place where I'm going to camp soon. Got to remember, the clocks have changed, we're on winter time, and it gets dark really early, and it's dark by 5 o'clock. Wow, I'm really enjoying this hike, man. It's a nice, easy walk across the Lake District. Look at those views, man. You can't go wrong, can you? Look at that. It's absolutely stunning. I wonder if it's quite hard to see the path in the summer when all these ferns are overgrown. It looks like the path is pretty well defined along here, but I know what these ferns can be like in the summer. Like turn into like a fern jungle. Another small Lake District road on the Cumbria Way. Never fails to impress. Absolutely stunning, man. Oh my god, just gets better. I'm loving this. It's better than I thought it was going to be, to be honest. Just loving these colours of the ferns. Now they're dying. So it's a lovely sort of golden colour. If the sun was fully out, you'd see it better. It's like it might start going down, so I might get the drone out to do some footage here before it starts going down towards this house. I love this path. It makes all the difference when this autumn sun comes out. Absolutely stunning along here. It's a little settlement down there. I love all these little settlements along here. Oh, so beautiful. The light is just so nice at the moment. I love this autumn light, man. It's great for filming and taking photos. Wow. This is an awesome hike, actually. I'm surprised I haven't done this hike before, to be honest. The amount of times I've been to the Lake District, I can't ever remember doing it. I know I've done the bit from Keswick over to Lingy Hut. I've done that bit, I'm sure of it. I've done that more than once, but I don't think I've ever done this bit. Well, this part of the path has turned into a bit of a river. And I don't care because I've got my gaiters on still. Not got my waterproof clothing on anymore, don't need that. Absolutely stunning. I don't think I'm that far away from where I'm thinking of camping. Check out all these colours. Cumbria Way marker there. And over up here is the Tarn, which is like a mountain hill lake. I'm planning on hoping to camp by. I don't know, all depends. It might not be that suitable, it might be somewhere else better. We'll see when we get there. So I was thinking about camping up here. There's a few people about, as I expected. Oh, it's a bit wet down here. Can't see any flowing water. And there might be. There's a lot of flies. Okay, so I've changed my mind about camping now. I'm going to move a bit further on, I think. It's stunning, isn't it? So I think I'm going to camp where I was originally. Put the tent up. It's on a path, but I can't see many people coming up here now. Sort of late in the day, so I'm sure people won't mind. So guys, at last I've decided on a camping spot, and it's going to be just here. It's perfect and not far from flowing water either. I'm having a Expedition Foods chicken tikka with rice, and I'm going to warm up the gas can there in my sleeping bag. Then I'm going to put it in 2 of my socks and a carry bag outside while it's on the cooker going. That should keep the gas can warm. So it's a bit of an experiment to see if that works better. Yeah, so I've got the gas on and I put it in 2 socks and a carrier bag, and it seems to be helping a little bit. The gas is flowing a little bit faster than it was before I tried this method. Well guys, that seems to be working really well. There is no wind at the moment luckily because my windbreaker's broke. I'm having to still hold my light and camera with two hands because my fixture on my GoPro broke. Yeah, so I'm having a chicken tikka with rice, Expedition Foods. I think I've told you that already. And yeah, as I said, the socks are working really well. It's quite really busy at this time actually. Loads of people have been up here.
Even through most of the night was really calm, and most of the day was really calm. There was actually 86 mile per hour winds forecast for starting in the night.